What a way to ring in the new year. Final game of calendar year 2023. The Packers and Vikings. Off we go on New Year's Eve. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Cameron Bynum. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner. And the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
And now a throw on a first down there, but it's incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On third down, Cousins. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Packers at 12-3 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. Now Love. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Complete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. Play action this time with Love. And his throw here's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Going back to Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson. 52 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now out comes Minnesota. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Off the play fake. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now Cousins. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's a ball deep from Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. Luke Musgrave, 49 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Kingsley Enagbare in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Ready?
Love, they go play action now. And he floats one there, incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Ready, set.
2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Off the play fake, Love. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Again, it's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Love now. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On play action. Love to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. On the return is Brandon Powell. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Vikings now heading on to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. To throw, Cousins. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kingsley Enagbari. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's taken at around the 40. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Love now to pass on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Love from the gun. Here's a ball deep from Musgrave. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Following the interception, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing, Cousins. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Cousins. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On the set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles has settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they've clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
Meanwhile, Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Cousins to throw it. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Osborne, 57 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're...
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 19. Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Carlson's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Still going inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question, because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Second down, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Cousins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Kenny Clark with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Badgley's kick is good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Play action this time with Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Here's Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd down and 3. In motion goes the tight end. Flushed out right. That's to the tight end, Musgrove. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Love will try with his legs. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Working out of the gun. Love. Musgrave's got it out right. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Here's Powell on the return, taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Vikings head out to take over once again. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Quay Walker able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Love, they go play action now. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love looking to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Off the play fake, Love. In trouble, and he's taken down. Dean Lowry able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Packers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Cousins. This one caught by Osborne, right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Again, it's Cousins. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first. Red zone. Now Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Here's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Cousins again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Badgley, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make ssure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings.
That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
First down, Packers.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.